Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tech High School Series Division One. We've got some exciting semi-final playoff action for you, but first, it doesn't really need an introduction. We know this legend, but Mango to my left. I guess I don't know how it technically works out in the video, but how are we doing today, brother?
I'm doing fantastic, and man, I'm like super excited for today's matchup. It's going to be the semifinals, and I can't wait to see Greater Altoona play again. I've casted them last week, and they were phenomenal, especially Claw. He's been putting in so much work, and now that it's the semifinal, his team needs him, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna step up to the plate. I can't wait to see him play again.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the brackets just so everybody can kind of see what these two teams have gone through. Greater Altoona and Forest Hills going head to head today. And that'll be looking their chance to go into that final, that grand finale here. So the winner will advance. It is a best of three today. And Greater Altoona, that number 2 seed, taking on Forest Hills, the number 3 seed, excuse me, and just one game separating both of these teams here, Mango.
I mean, you're absolutely right. The number 2 seed and the number 3 seed, it's gonna be an interesting game. Not to mention, like we said, it's going to be a best of 3. So no more like bad game. They can just brush it off. Like, all right, we open it up, not so hot. Let's just forget about it, reset our mentality, and come back stronger. And I really like best of 3s because it goes to show how good a team actually is. Because there's no more excuses. Like there's no more like, we just got unlucky. This is what proves like this a best of 3 can just proves which team is going to be the better team at the end of the day.
Yeah, which team is consistently better? Each team's going to get a map pick of their own. So, sometimes we do tend to see these best of 3s, which I do love. We'll take a quick look at the roster so we can know who's on who here. What do we got coming up first here? Greater Altoona coming up first. We've got Snarf, Zlotty, Claw, Yoshi, and Bane for Greater Altoona CTC.
And on the side of Forest Hill, let's not forget them. You got Skip, you got Strike Force, you got Zeta, Nug. I love that name, by the way. Nug. It's just Nug. And Aura to cap it off all of. And I'm excited. Hot Sauce. Are you excited?
Yeah. I'm excited. You made me excited for some like chicken nuggies though, bro. I like that name too.
Nug. I mean, you gotta love those kind of names. And yeah, let's move on to the map pick. Let's see what our first map is going to be. And of course, it's going to be Haven. Like everybody loves Haven when it comes to Valorant. Haven is basically like the Dust 2.
I think it's Ascent.
Everybody loves. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Ascent. I'm sorry.
Haven was banned by Forest Hills.
Yep, Haven was banned, and the map is going to be Ascent. And sorry, what I was saying was Ascent is basically the Dust 2 of like Valorant. Everybody knows this map. Everybody likes to play this map, and I love casting this map, and I can't wait.
Yeah, it's kind of like that gentleman's pick. Everybody's pretty familiar, pretty comfortable with this map. It's always interesting to see if, they go with that Sova or that Killjoy. A lot of people like Killjoy on B. She can kind of lock it down by herself. So kind of looking to see what the team comps are going to be as we get headed into that now.
Man, I really want to see a Sova pick here, but I already seen Zlotty, and then there's 3 Killjoys, 5 Killjoys being hovered already. I mean, come on. A little bit of a troll pick here, but I'm pretty sure they're going to go into their normal comp in just a bit. But on the other side, which is going to be Forest Hill, you see a Sage pick here on Ascent. What do you think about that here, Hot Sauce? A Sage pick?
Honestly, you do see it from time to time, and when you do see it, normally there is an Omen as well. You can kind of get that wall in B main as well, teleport to the back into Boathouse of B site. So there are some cheeky plays. It's not as common, but if you're good with Sage here, she is very reputable. I mean, the heal's always nice. The res can come in clutch at times, so I don't hate it, but it is, I would say it's not a common pick anymore on Ascend.
Yeah, definitely not a common pick. And not to mention, they don't even have a Sova. They only have a KO, so they're going to be relying so much on the KO to give him information, but they're starting off on the attacker side with no Sova and Fade for recon information. I think it's going to be really difficult for them to push into the side.
So I think, I'm kind of interested in it as well. Basically, just to remind everybody as well, we have Forest Hills on the attack. Greater Altoona will be on the defense. And Chamber, I mean, we see Chamber picked almost every time now. It's pretty much become a meta for most teams at any level. And I do enjoy Chamber, but like people like KO, you know, can kind of nullify that trap for a flank. Jet can smoke it off and kind of pass by as well. So there are ways around it, but you just have to make sure you're technical with it.
I mean, definitely. And you got to be careful with the operator. Well, here we go, the semifinal. And it's going to be the attacker side going to be focusing all their force onto the A side. You can see Smoke's already down. Snarf, he needs to fall back as the recon will reveal his position, but there's going to be the Sky. Inside A side, not giving up her ground just yet. And it's not going inside. Unable to hit anyone, but oh my god, what was that classic shot onto Claw? And the A side will fall down.
Yeah, Snarf, the last remaining member, will find a headshot in heaven, shooting towards Tree, but Jet is able to dash away. Not much health for Jet and Chamber, both here. Sage, though, a tough 3v1 retake. Snarf, though, over the top, will find one, now two for the triple kill, and now he's just got to get through Chamber. Chamber has virtually no health here as well. Time ticking on that spike, though. He's got to make a move soon. He has some smokes in place, has an idea, but a lot of angles to check here as Chamber just kind of rests in hell at the moment.
I mean, he's just waiting, and he's extremely low. Oh my god, shots aren't connecting just yet, but Snarf is still healthy with 100 HP, and there you go, the quadra kill to start it off strong as well. Oh my, that is the start you need. And he gets the defuse, obviously, the clutch. What a strong start for that team.
Yeah, a huge round for Snarf there on Omen as well. And that's what Greater Altoona wants to do. They want to come out and answer big on that first round, be able to force up. You see Snarf getting a 4K as well. So, you know, always a great start, especially in a playoff. Again, a best of three, though. They have to be consistent for both of these games. So we're just really getting started here, Mango.
Yeah, we're definitely getting get started, and I do like the fact that they're buying here. Most teams, no, not most teams, but the teams that we casted last week, they tend to not buy on the second round, and that turned out to be their downfall. But this time, it looks like they learned from their mistake.
Yeah, getting early intel there is Yoshi, and it's going to get the flash. Looks to peek out. The slow is there. Yoshi's going to find one. Strike does get the trade with the classic, though, and they might be able to secure a weapon here as well. Omen is tucked on site.
Claw holding that headhunter, not giving up his position. You can see Snarf just waiting to find anyone with the paranoia, but unfortunately, it's going to be Claw who takes out Aura on that B link.
Yeah, now holding here from a tree near, or just outside of tree on Cat, rather, and Zeta is tucked in by Wine as well. Just trying to be patient on this T side, see if they can find any intel. Making some noise here now, trying to bite an early rotation over as they are looking to rotate toward B. And it does look like they did get that defending side to kind of, to Greater Altoona to bite over toward A site.
I mean, I do really like this play coming out of their team, and they already lost 2 members on Greater Altoona. This is just an eco round, remember, but Claw, what a shot onto Zeta, making quick work of him, and now leaving Salati alone to defend onto that B side. He hears the smoke. He knows that this is going to be a B execute, but he needs to hold down the side, or at least buy some time. And now just poking and prying to find anyone, but no one's peeking, and a time will take down as they run in, and Snarf just sprays them both down. A great defend coming out of Snarf.
Yeah, and you see Fade swinging at the same time as well, right? They have the crossfire. They're executing very well together. We saw Greater Altoona pop off last week as well. So certainly playing very well together. That was kind of an eco round, though, for Forest Hill, so kind of to be expected as well. This one, however, is going to be an important round for them as they will be able to force up here into these Vandals. So I'm looking to see them clutch this up if they want to, you know, maybe not things get too out of hand.
Well, yeah, this is just going to be a bonus round for them. As you can see, they're not really reinvesting. Bane not even going to buy any armor just to play out this round. And again, the A site is coming in. The smoke's already going in super early. They need to execute or else the smoke will go down. Yoshi holding the close angle with the Bucky. It's going to do so much damage if she could hit the shot. You can see the attacker side being delayed so much by the counter smoke. The paranoid does come out, the pop flash as well, and Yoshi just pulls the trigger and takes out Skip right in front of her. Swaps to the Vandal, but oh no, a little bit of a greed there coming out of Yoshi. Snarf does get the trade on to Nug, and now Zeta replies back as well, down to 2 members on the attacker side. Zeta, a little bit of a misflash, but does not matter. But look who's on the flank. It's Bane, waiting for his opportune time. He has the stinger. He hears the footstep. But what will he do? Is he just going to wait? But it's going to be Snarf who peeks out, and Bane will take out the last member as well. Great patience shown by Bane, not over peeking and just waiting for the opportune time to peek out.
Yeah, Skip, Sage running into sight and kind of just giving the what am I stuck on? It happens to be a Bucky, just kind of waiting out the blind patiently. So doing a good job, keeping that trigger control, not being known that they're there, able to come up with a big kill as well. And with that, Greater Altoona able to secure their bonus round. They'll be able to force in this, have plenty of economy left as well. And Forest Hills could be in a bit of trouble now.
I mean, losing that gun round is going to be so hard to come back from, but that scan will scan everybody. Information up the wazoo right there. They know that they're going to be executing onto the B side. You can see that Sage using her slow orb as Aura just flies in with the Blade Storm, but Bane will shut him down. Activate the dash, but can't go away. Zelati and Yoshi picking up the pace though, taking out every single member, leaving Skip alone. Does get a good shot on to Zelati, picks up the Phantom, but there's 3 more members to go through. No spike as well, and there's already someone on the flank, and Claw. Easy pickings. He was blind as well. So 4-0. What a great start for Greater Altoona.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single one of those kills from both sides was a headshot. So everybody really hitting clean. The shots right now. Great crosshair placement. Can we talk about Snarf for a second, though? 9-0-1 at the moment. Just an absolute raid boss out here. Yeah, I mean, he is just... The whole team's playing well, right? But Snarf is just dominating. Has yet to fall as well. And unfortunately for Forest Hills, they don't really have an answer just yet.
Oh, well, this will be their answer if they can win out this round. This is going to be a buy round, but look at Bane playing so aggressive. Walking up.
Walking up through that box there, taking a little peek. And now Bane will fall to Zeta as well. KO on that peak, and with that, the pressure comes, but a good smoke by Omen, looking to buy some time as well. And Snarf will be tucked by Jin. Big sprays come through, but not a lot of damage done, fortunately for Forest Hills, and they'll slow things down just a little bit as they pressure on the site. Strike Force is going to find the kill on Snarf, and that's the first death, rather, for Snarf.
Well, 2 members, 1 member's left. A great turnaround here for Forest Hill, and Claw. It's not going down without a fight. Takes out his counterpart, Nug, and there's still 4 more members to go through, but Aura, what a great shot, a clean headshot to take out Claw and securing Forest Hill their very first round.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a tough start, but that's a good way to start to reel it back in, build some confidence, some momentum as well. The economy still there, though, for Greater Altoona, so they will be able to buy up 1 more round. If Forest Hills can win this round, however, they might be able to piece together 1 more.
I mean, I think Bane was a little bit too aggressive there on that A position. He pushed up so far with no teammate, no support. So as he peaks, he got spotted by so many players. He gets taken out immediately. And I think they're going to try it again. But this time, he does have reinforcement. It's going to be Zelati, but Bane walking up, inching closer, but decides to back off, using the Prowler to give him a little bit of information. Look at Skip, just waiting patiently. And Bane decides better and just fall back and play the safe route.
Yeah, I mean, they're almost thinking it's going A. It looks like a pretty quick rotation coming out of Greater Altoona toward that A site. Could be a pretty good guess coming out from Forest Hills as they are starting to push toward the B site. Fade, the only one they have to get through as the utility comes out. Bane will find out from the teammates. Claw's Lottie all find kills. Strike Force able to get a trade now on a 2v4 as Claw tucks in, but Strike Force able to find 1 more. They pressure on nicely. The player advantage though, and Bane will pop the head of Strike Force now. 1 left on site. An easy spray, but Zeta gets it.
He was full flash. He was full flash, and there you go, the second flash, and he can't really do much against 2 flashes there. I can't believe he got the kill onto Bane, even though he was full flash from the Omen. That was great shot, great positional awareness from him. But unfortunately, the second flash, a little bit too hard to handle.
Yeah, I think that's why they did that, right? If you do it once, maybe it's a little luck. If you do it 2 or 3 times in a row, you're happy. Come on, let's go.
I mean, Zeta, that was some clean shots coming out of him, but man,
sure.
they did not check the corners. Zelati just tucked in that lock position and just sprayed them all down because they came in, but they didn't check the angle. They thought it was clear, and I mean, there you go. That's why you check angles, check corners.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Unfortunately, sometimes it does come back to haunt you when the emotions get the best of you of these exciting playoff games. But right now, Forest Hills collectively as a team taking a lot of space. Down Cat here as Yoshi will be spotted out just outside tree. The flash comes in, gonna get Aurora as well, and Yoshi will find the kill off that. A little bit of a team flash, I think, coming back to haunt him a bit.
A little bit of a team flash just for giggles, but it's okay. The resurrection does come out on Aura as well. The wall, and what a shot coming out of Skip. Takes out Yoshi all the way at short. The Prowler ain't gonna do much as Zeta just sprays it all down. Well, 5 versus 3, an early man advantage for Forest Hill. Let's see if they can convert into the second round, or this will crumble again. And we've seen it so many times. They don't check corners even though they know the site is mostly clear. And this time, they're going onto the A side.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they've actually called it right? They have only one there on the side of Greater Altoona, so they've made the right decision thus far, but really needing to check angles, be patient. Aurora, timing is everything. Owen's about to step out, and they barely miss each other. They miss each other. And Aurora now coming around has no idea. We'll hear the shots from Snarf, though, breaking the door, has an idea, steps out while reloading, and that's going to be unfortunate. Zlata able to get one as well, though, a 4v2. Shots ringing out from heaven, and Aurora will get baited through the door. Zeta gets the final kill, and Forest Hills looking to inch their way back into this one.
Man, what a great call to rotate away from mid and onto the A side. I was kind of scared for Forest Hill a little bit because I saw I saw Snarf waiting inside that garden position, but luckily he didn't really do much. And then he walked out back to back against Aura. Hot sauce, like that just doesn't happen on a daily basis. They just walk back to back like buddies, like nothing's happening. And finally he hears Snarf reloading, just peek, and Aura gets the kill. A great play coming out of Forest Hill.
It's just one of those classic timing is everything. And it's one of those moments that does bring even more excitement. But, we haven't seen many ops just yet. Claw now on the tour de force, though, looking to show us his skrills as Yoshi is tucked away on the A site. The majority of Forest Hills does seem to be looking like they do want to pressure this A site. Jet, though, lurking over there in tiles.
I mean, I really like their position where they hold inside the spike. Inside the site, because let me remind you, they don't have a SOA drone. They do not have the Fate Prowler or the Fate Scan. So they need to check every single corner. And that's why Greater Altoona knows. They're just hiding in every single corner, hoping they don't check. Oh no, Bane the missed shot, and Aura will take him out. But the A site execute will go down. But Snarf is still holding down the line. But Aura is going to the B side alone, and Zelati just takes him out, shoots him from the back, and now leaving only Strike Force left alone. Spike is in his possession. He does have the ultimate. Let's see if he goes B side here. And yes, he will go to the B side, but 1 versus 3. He will be lucky if he can put down. Oh, he came back.
30 seconds left.
Cheeky play, but the scan, it will tag him as well. He was not tucked in enough. I don't think there was even a position where he could hide away from that haunt.
That is unfortunate. Trying for the cheeky play, but Fade, big brain coming out, will be spotted out as well. Only 10 seconds here, so I gotta believe he's gonna most likely try to save this weapon as well.
I mean, I really like his plan to TP all the way to B side, but he decided to come back. Maybe, I'm not sure what was the plan there, but I think that if he went to the B side right there and then, he would have had enough time to plant the spike and maybe isolate the fight, but that is a very big if, especially against Greater Altoona.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he wins the round, but again, gets the plant, maybe finds 1 kill there, and that does give his team a little extra money and a little extra cash flow. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way, and Fade, just a really good haunt, those are one of those things that you're just like, why, it can be frustrating, but, Forest Hills remaining calm. Again, these maps can be very defensive, so you're just really looking to get to that 3 or 4 number, that's at times really all teams need.
Exactly, and man, talking about the haunt, Omen is a little bit of a chunky boy. He can't really hide away from the haunt, even though he was so tucked in. And look at this push. 5-member of Forest Hill walking down catwalk into this A-Shore. Yoshi is tasked with holding down the fort, holding down the line. Can he do it? He does have the flash, but I don't think there's time as Aura peeks in and just immediately eliminates Yoshi. And A side is almost completely fallen. The slow orb will come out. Bane, the Blade Storm chasing them from the back. He will spot out Strike Force, and the few nice left click will take him out. Zelati takes out Zeta as well onto the A side, and look at the flanks on flanks on flanks. It's going to be Nugs who takes out Bane. Zelati taking out the stage as well onto the A side. A 2 versus 2. The spike is already down. Nug is down to a 1 versus 1. They're defusing the spike. He needs to go. He can't wait. There's no time. And Zelati just holds the line. Quadra kill, giving Greater Altoona the 7th round.
Yeah, a big quadra kill from Fade as well. And Greater Altoona showing you, even though it's only the 2nd seed versus the 3rd seed, showing you why they're only, or why they are 4-1. So only losing 1 game during that regular season as well. And they just play very, very well together. And not only that, but they use their utility very well together as well when they're executing.
And their team composition is also very good as well. I do like that their team comp, they set up in a way that they have all the information, and Bane does have the operator. He spots, but a missed opportunity with that operator. Now he updrafts up, a little bit of a missed updraft for the 2nd time as well. Aura, Blade Storm is in hand, using the Cloudburst to give himself cover, but look at Zelati, is in such a cheeky angle. He will check, but Zelati does not care. It does not matter if you know I'm here. The Paranoia misses as well, and Zelati is absolutely on fire, leaving Zeta alone, and he can't escape the shot from Bane. 8-2.
Just getting those 2 kills and then quickly relocating as well to a different off angle, able to find another. And you know, so many teams will spray that area as well, even before entering in there. It's good to spam through the wall a little bit, see if you can find some early damage, but really, again, having trouble checking these angles, not really spamming the free spots as well, and unfortunately, they are down by 6 rounds at the moment. They need to try to find 1 or 2 more before halftime, and unfortunately for them, Mango, we've only got 2 left.
I mean, at least get 4. I think if they get 4, it's going to be very doable here. And look at Bane, so aggressive with that operator. And again, a missed shot. That was going to be such a huge opening for them if they hit the shot. But Aurora is so lucky to be alive. And Skip just takes out Yoshi once again on that A-short position. Nux takes out Claw as well. And Zeta, quick shot onto mid. And every single member of Greater Altoona is already down. 2 members left. Bane is alive with that operator, but retaking with an op is going to be a tall task.
Yeah, especially in a 4v2 as well. So Skip should be able to get the bomb or the spike down with ease here. And now they have been spotted as Nug will fire some shots down. Does get chunked down to 36, however, and Omen and Jet begin to work together. But Omen, Snarf here really doesn't have much health either. Does have a full set of utility, however, to work with as they look to push together. Jet trying to find one, fires to the wall, doesn't find any damage just yet. Nug tucked off here just outside of Market, and they do have a good crossfire. This could be a really tough push for them.
Well, they're going in, and Aura just takes out Snarf and Nug to complete and finalize the 3rd round as well. I mean, they did have the smoke. They could have used the smoke to maybe cover up some spot as they walk out, but man, that is just really difficult to try and retake a site with only 2 members and an operator as well. So a good try. I feel a pretty good try coming out of Greater Altoona. Nothing to lose as well because their economy is so full. Their money is just in the bank. They don't really care about losing a few operator or a few rifles. They can just repurchase it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised that Aurora is going with the Guardian as well. Has the funds to buy a bigger rifle, but maybe just feeling comfortable with it. The Guardian, if you can pop head, certainly is a very dangerous weapon, but Claw is going to be the first to find one on the mid. And that's Skip who's gone as well, so no Resurrection is going to be coming out anytime soon here before half.
Oh, that is such a big kill, not to mention taking out the Resurrection as well. That's basically 2 kills down for Forest Hill. And now the rotation coming back onto the B side, but look who's waiting. It's going to be Zelati to take out Zeta, dropping the spike as well, and reinforcement is there. Spike is being contested, and the operator is there. Bane takes him out, and only Strike Force is left alone 1 versus 4. He's being boxed in from both sides. He managed to get a kill onto Bane with the operator though, so a great start, but 3 more member. Claw just inching in closer, and Strikeforce takes out 1 more. This could be dangerous for Greater Altoona. They need to be careful on the timing. Just as I said that, Claw peeks out at the best possible time and takes him out. 9-3 is our scoreline, and dare I say it, hot sauce? Do I say it?
I mean, you can say 9-3 curse, but I think this Greater Altoona team is playing so well. We saw it again last week as well. Snarf, Claws, Lottie, Yoshi, Bane, really everybody plays very, very well together. Their use of utility, great crosshair placement as well. They're constantly hitting the headshots. So, I mean, this is why they're 4-1. They're doing great in the postseason as well. So, pistol round's going to be a big one for Forest Hills. If they don't win the pistol round, they're going to find themselves in a lot of trouble here and most likely losing game 1.
Well, let's see if Forest Hill can activate the 9-3 curse, or will Greater Altoona find the 13-3 cure? And the A side hit will commence as Claw deciding to go with a ghost and no headhunter bullet. Well, the Trailblazer will go out to give him some information. Aura is being boxed in, bit by the dog as well. There's nowhere he can run as Claw just takes him out through the box. And what is that, Bane? Out of the smoke, takes out Strikeforce and onto Nug as well. Absolutely a menace, but finally being put down. Skip with 2 kills, but man, there's still 2 more. He does have a wall, but what is that wall going to do against 3 players?
Yeah, he's just in a really, really tough position now. The blinds, that'll give him the intel as well, so they know that Skip is in heaven. See him wall up. Maybe look to push off here, but again, time taken away here. Oh, and yeah, I mean, he's just going to have to get out at this point. Saving on a pistol round, too. I don't know.
I think he wanted to do the Grim wall, like ride the wall on and then peek above the wall, but I think he just messed up a little bit there. Decides to block himself off, and Yoshi, well, won't let Skip survive as he runs out and take the headshot on him as well. 10-3, a fantastic start to the second round as well for Greater Altoona.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Snarf at like 9 or 10-0, now at 12-4. Lottie at 14-8 as well. So again, just really hitting all the shots. Now securing the pistol round as well. And unfortunately for Forest Hills, that means they're going to be a bit of trouble. Skip's going to force up as well. So if they don't win this round, again, they're just it's more trouble after more trouble.
Well, the very first timeout call that I've personally seen coming out of Forest Hill, I do like this timeout. I mean, they're down. They're playing from the back foot here. 3-10. This is the absolute best time to call a timeout. Reset your mentality. Talk strategy. All right, we're saving this round. What do we do on a gun round, right? So let's maybe try a different strategy here. Maybe we need to be like proactive on our defense side. Maybe try to win and gain some map control, maybe. But I do think the timeout is a great call.
There's a lot of maybes in there. I think
I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah, they are in a bit of trouble, but they still have their map pick coming up as well. So again, even if they can't find a way to come back in this game, just try to find a way to get, maybe string a few rounds together, 3, 4, 5 rounds. Just take it one round at a time, and before you know it, you could be back in this game.
I mean, it is a very defender-sided map, so you could be right. A few good rounds will increase the momentum and the snowball effect as well, but I don't think Claw or Silati will then let that happen. You can see Aura already walked up onto B-Link. He hears the footstep of Claw. What will he do here? I don't think he has a gun to try to contest this. Only a classic, maybe? And I think Claw caught wind of that. And there you go. 1 bullet straight to the dome. Takes out Aura. And the rest of his teammate will surely fall.
Yeah, they just push so well together as well. Strikeforce is going to find Bane here, but Yoshi able to trade it out with that Spectre. And again, just kind of able to push onto site with ease, take control, find the plan. And KO is really far away here as well. Going to put Skip in a bunch of tough positions.
He did manage to hit a few shots, but whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
Stall point onto Claw, showing him he's not the only one with a headhunter. There's still 2 more members, but I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Even if they lose this round, they still won in my book. The style point is all they need.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a confidence booster, especially when you do it with this sheriff. You hope it's not too little too late, though, as Snarf will find one, make it a triple kill, and just like that, now one away from match point.
Those kind of kills will give you the confidence, you know, the momentum that you need, and hopefully, Skip. This is why I hate playing Sage. Look at poor Skip. He's invested so much money into his utility. He can't even afford a rifle on a gun round. Poor Skip.
He forced into the sheriff last round as well. So I mean, again, it's kind of maybe a little bit of bad economical management, you know.
I mean, it just feels really bad playing as a Sage. You know, your utilities are so expensive, and look at Claw, only 150 equal 1 kill.
All right, well, another quick push toward the A side. At least a lot of utility being used there, and they're biting in an early rotation here from Forest Hills. Only Sage left alone here.
Ooh, I really like this fake, and they're working their way onto the B side as well. A fantastic strategy coming out of Greater Altoona, and look at Sage. Poor Skip has to deal with an army of enemy, but he does take out Yoshi though, buying so much time, and the rest of Greater Altoona is not yet inside. They're just playing outside, and what was that shot from Claw? The headhunter, one bullet into the dome of Skip, takes him out, and oh no, he doesn't check.
No.
Oh no, he doesn't check the angle, but he doesn't pull the trigger. The trigger discipline, Bane finds Zeta and onto Nug as well. The trigger discipline on points, and Silati will take that kill. Game point, map point. Wow.
Just doing a great job as well. And we talked about how they need to check the corners, and they certainly did check some of them, but unfortunately they didn't check all of them. And there was a lot of time there as well. I mean, a lot of time given before Bane even stepped out and got Zeta first, and then able to find 2. Just a phenomenal job. Now 12-3 as they look to close out game 1 in this best of 3.
Well, map points for them, and man, again, Bane, great trigger discipline coming out of such a young player. And look at this, Nug with the most disgusting gun in the game. The judge, the Trailblazer, will find him, but he does have the rendezvous to get into safety, so no real damage has been done, but the A side will fall as the spike will surely come and be planted soon.
Yeah, we can see them in tree and in heaven, though, but they've got to kind of fight through this utility. The flashes are coming in as well, and unable to destroy that bird anymore. Snarf
up the muscle, and you get ready for game 2 and potentially game 3. But before we wrap up, let's take a look at the scoreboard a little bit here. You can see that Zilati Snarf sitting comfortably in the top of the leaderboard with 17 frags and 16 frags on Snarf as well. Claw putting in a lot of work with 13 kills, and I kind of wish there's a statistic where I can see how many kills are headhunter shots, because I've seen him get a lot with his Q.
Yeah, I mean, Claw was so dirty time and time again. Big key rounds as well. 13-3, a big statement in game 1 as well, guys. We are going to take a short break, though, and the stream is going to disconnect for just a moment. We're going to fix a couple technical difficulties, so don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, but when we do, we got more action. Greater Altoona, Forest Hills still going to duke it out here in this best of 3.
We'll see you guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tech High School Series Division One. Already a crazy game here underway, and we're getting just closer and closer to the epic conclusion of this exciting season. I want to remind everybody that St. Francis University is going to be hosting the championship again. So don't forget on December 3rd at St. Francis University in Loretto, PA. And that's going to start at 9 a.m. It's a little earlier than normal. So we hope to get everybody out there. We'd love to see all the faces there in person. If for some reason you can't make it there, though, starting at 9 a.m. on this channel as well, twitch.tv/The Esport Company. You'll be able to see these two amazing teams battled out, and we'll see who comes out on top in the grand finale.
And don't forget, TechCon is back as well this year with greater and better things. And it's going to be on July 15, 2023. It's going to be a full day of fun activity, especially if you like live action esport. You know, you got to go in, you see the crowd, you cheer for your favorite team. And don't forget, it's not just going to be esport. There's going to be music, video game competition. You get to play some VR game, but I haven't even tried VR yet. I know it's going to be super fun. And if you guys want to come out and check the TechCon, please do not forget to visit the link down below. It's going to be theesportcompany.com for more information on TechCon 2023.
Heck yeah, that sounds exciting. Speaking of exciting, that first game, Greater Altoona really putting on a great display of what they've got to showcase there. Forest Hills not out of it yet, though. Going to show us what they got. I know we got some more map picks and bans for you, but I believe they went with Bind this time, Mango. So kind of a big change from Ascent.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, I would say, a more strategically demanding map, especially if you're on the attacker side. And we've seen time and time again, Greater Altoona, whenever they attack, they always use such great utility and with such synergy that Bind is going to be a breeze for them. And Forest Hill, they have an uphill battle here.
There we go. Yeah, there it is. Forest Hills on Bind will be defending. And just to remind everybody, Greater Altoona did ban Fracture. So, which is pretty common. We don't really see Fracture too much in very many of the tournaments. And again, I used to really not like the map. It is you really have to have good team chemistry. But with the changes, it's a map that I enjoy more now.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to have that notion, like, because it's new, they don't really want to learn the new strategy, you know, like the front and the back attack. Like it's kind of weird in a sense, but yeah, especially with the changes now. So there's no longer like a lot of 50-50 angles. There's only one way you only have to look at. And yeah, with the update, I really come to enjoy the map, especially like Pearl as well. I haven't seen a lot of Pearl. We've seen definitely some, but not a lot. Well, let's not talk about any other map besides Bind here. Let's get into the action, and here we go. And Greater Altoona is going to be on the attacker side, arguably the harder side to play, and Forest Hill is just going to be receiving that and just playing on the defender side.
Yeah, will we see a raise? A pretty big map for raise on Bind. So always interested to see that. I know we saw Skip on Sage, and we're not sure if maybe that's a comfortability pick there. If they'll choose to go with that on Bind again, it does look like they are. Strike 4 is back on Omen, Zeta with the KO. So maybe really just the comfortable picks that they're used to.
Ooh, that is definitely sure. And ooh, see Lottie with the Cypher pick. Yes, Cypher did. I think there's some map confusion here, Hot Sauce. Like, sorry, not map confusion, side confusion, because I thought Greater Altoona will be on the attacker side, and there you go. We're gonna be rebooting, but we already seen a Cypher locked in, and with the recent Cypher buff, I do think Cypher is a little bit more playable in a way, but I wouldn't say he's good compared to like Chamber, of course. He's definitely playable, but definitely not as high as a caliber as a Chamber, especially if you're Claw.
Yeah, well, and I think people see the new changes as well, and they're hoping that he is. So people want to, try him out and play him a little more. But just because it is fun, you get the hype of that he's coming back and he's a good character again. But yeah, he just what Chamber brings to the table versus with his flank ability, his ability to prevent the flank, the teleport. It's just there's so much that he brings to the table that Cypher just doesn't quite seem to have yet.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I do think that by picking Cypher, you do counter the Chamber because you do have the cages, right? Mm-hmm. You walk near the trap, you place down your cage, you pop it up, and you walk past it. But unlike a Chamber, you got to use your TP to TP across the the trap. So maybe it's a little bit of a counter pick, but that's just way too like overthinking it. But at the end of the day, I do think that Chamber is a better pick as of right now.
Yeah, I guess the whole trap on the trap idea from Cypher on this map is pretty good as well, though, because a lot of chambers do set their trip up right in the middle when they are attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that way it really gets all angles, whether they're coming through market or near spawn side. So it does hold a lot, but again, that makes it a small area to cross, and
Yeah,
Cypher's
true.
trap is perfect for that. So I didn't really quite think about that at first, but yeah, you make a very valid point.
Maybe I'm just like over analyzing everything.
He's radiant, guys. He's radiant.
Yeah,
He's got the
did not-
big brain, bro. He's got the big brain.
All right, well, here we go. We got the great side now this time, unlike last time I goofed up. Well, Greater Altoona will start on the attacker side, and Forest Hill will be on the defender side. And there you go, Zilati will be insta-locking on that Cypher, that newly buff Cypher as well, and Claw on the KO. Interesting. Both side having KO on Bind. Ooh, definitely a unique pick.
I mean, maybe they thought that they were going to be fighting against a Raze. KO's great for Raze, especially when you hear that showstopper be popped. You can really nullify her with their ult, take it completely, you know, out of play. So maybe they were kind of anticipating going up against a Raze, but that's not going to be the case. Certainly makes it a little more interesting as well. And I mean, Greater Altoona switching up the comp a little bit. Really, to me, I think Forest Hills has almost the exact same comp. I think we see Aurora on Reyna instead of Jett, and that's
the
about
only
it.
change. Yeah, exactly. And again, they don't decide. They're not going for any Sovas or any Fade. And it's going to be really difficult for them to clear a site. As we can see last game, when they come onto a site, they need to check every single angle. And when they miss one angle, the enemy's going to be in that one angle. We've seen it so many times, and hopefully they learn from their mistake, but not getting a Sova, not picking up a Sova or a Fade is definitely not the right choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know, Sova can be a little tougher. People don't always want to learn the lineups. I think Fade is a good supplemental character for that. It's not as hard to hit the haunts, but you certainly don't get quite as much range as well. So Sova adds a lot of value, especially on Bind with that Aldrone, being able to go through the portal as well. Sova is phenomenal on Bind, but I think you tend to see him at more of those higher, like real high tiers.
Well, you don't really need to learn lineup, but if you want to be like fancy schmancy, then you can learn it. Well, here we go, Greater Altoona starting it off hot and heavy as 4-member tries to go on to the B side, rushing into hookah. But look at this. They're already falling back as Bane. He crawls back, and look who's waiting. It's going to be Aura. A great push coming out of Aura, knowing that they're on the B side. So he took that opportunity to push out, gain some space, get a kill, and fall right back.
Yeah, and I like how he doesn't get over aggressive here, right? They find the kill, they fall back into a bit of a turtle position. Now here's the portal as well. Gonna give him a good opportunity for a flank here. Omen just being patient on site, well, giving up space, allowing his team to rotate in as well, and just a great job by them right now.
Oh man, Aura is not done wreaking havoc just yet. If you look on the minimap, he's already on the flank once again. The spike, yes, is down, but Aura will be the determining factor. Will they win or will they lose? Aura with the peak, but oh my god, Yoshi just takes him out of the game. Nug is extremely low with only 1 HP. Yoshi reverting his attention onto Zeta, but Zeta close range with the classic will take him out. Claw finalizing the kill onto Nug, and with the double kill as well. Greater Altoona starts off the second map with a bang, with the great flank as well. Oh man, what a play.
Yeah. You know, Claw doesn't matter if they have the headhunter. It doesn't matter if they've got the ghost. They find the headshots.
I mean, I was really worried for Greater Altoona when Aura was hitting the flanks, but somehow they managed to like fight back. Like they take. What am I saying? My head's all over the place with the flanks. I mean, I'm glad that they can take control of site and then took a moment to fight Aura as well, to take him out early so he doesn't really cause any more distraction on the flank.
Yeah, great job by Sky there, just to hold that angle as well, knowing they have the plant, trusting your teammates to hold the other angles. Now looking to get a little pressure at Hookah, going to be walled off by Skip here. Does have the intel, can hear him jumping with those classics, but doesn't quite know how many are there. Let's see if they'll ride this one out. Zlotty's going to find a big one here with this Spectre, though, and now they're going to break the wall and look to push together. Shots are ringing out. Skip has to back off in a bit of trouble. Will pop the heel. Sprays come through as well, but now they'll be able to pressure on site. They have great control. 2 flanking, which, I don't know, could be one too many.
Well, looking at Skip with the Sheriff and a great shot on to Claw. Will upgrade to the Spectre as well. The guiding light will come out, but not a great position as Skip just takes that advantage. Takes out Yoshi. This could be dangerous here for Greater Altoona, but Snarf pulls it back to a 3v3. Skip, oh, so close, but Zlotty will get the better of him, and Zlotty on the third as well, leaving a Nug alone. 4 bullets in the chamber. Finds Snarf, but unable to connect the shot. A little bit of a fake TP. You can see Nug checking every single angle, but here we go. Bane up top, but oh my god! A little bit of a over-aggressive peek from Bane there, as Nug just puts him in his place.
The Headhunter putting in the work, finding the kill, but still at the end of the day, not quite enough. Not a bad eco round, though, and now we'll see him force up into those Vandals. I'm not sure if Skip can quite get there. We talked about the rough economy life of Sage, and we're seeing a little bit of that right now.
Poor Skip. I mean, he did buy the rifle. He did buy the Sheriff. He managed to find like 2 kill, I think. Yeah, 2 kill. So not the worst, but definitely you gotta be saving for. You want those rifle in a full buy round. And look at this. You're coming onto the A side. Trailblazer, giving them the information, making sure that no members are hiding. Zeta get bit by the Trailblazer, but tucked away in the triple. So not really much they can do about it.
Yeah, Plant's going to go down with ease. Snarf's going to find one. Skip does get a trade here, and Skip has really turned it on. Zeta able to find one. Here comes the Leer as well. And with that, Skip able to find the trade. Claw, though, has been quite unstoppable thus far, and will be tucked here alone with Cypher, who is in bathrooms, looking to push out. Has 3 just on the other side. Steps into the cage, flicks to the head, and Zeta will fall. Nug does get one here. Now on a 2v1. They have an idea where Cypher is, and they nearly line up. But Chamber Nug will secure the round. And right now, Forest Hill's doing a great job of not letting this get out of hand. They needed to win this buy round, and they certainly do just that.
I mean, they did win this buy round, but at what cost? Look at their economy.
Yeah.
Skip finally able to buy that rifle, but the rest of his teammate, especially Zeta and Aura, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be having full armor and full rifles. Maybe Aura can buy. Ooh, I think Aura should have went light armor and a full rifle, like a Vandal or a Phantom, because he is Arena, so he can just like over heal up, like heal up when he gets the kill. But here we go, 2 Guardians. They seem to really love the Guardian, huh?
I personally love the Guardian as well, but I mean, sometimes in that more competitive scene, you want to use what's, known to be the best, so to speak. But plus, you get a little bit more of that suppression fire. You can spray if they do happen to be up close. It's just a little bit more of a versatile weapon. But the Guardian, again, if you can hit those headshots, they are dirty. Bane's going to find the first one, however, and give him the player advantage. Yoshi being patient, rotating back. You can see the trips there. They've already taken control of B-site. Claw will find one. Zeta stepping up, but Bane is on fire, as well as Skip getting one coming through the portal here. A 4v2, however, Mango. This is going to be a really tough retake for them.
Oh, and Zlotty hits the TP as well. Shoots Skips right in the back, and here we go. Strikes. Will hit the TP as well, takes out Zlotty, but there's still 3 more members to go through. Let's not forget. And Bane is still alive, using that smoke to block off Hookah. And he will make his way onto B long position, reloads his Phantom. The time is ticking down, and look at this Claw. He knows that there's only one position he can come from. Waiting patiently, and he spots him out. Headshot as well, close range. 3-1 already, Greater Altoona. A great start as well on the second map.
As Lottie already 7-2. Again, just consistently hitting great shots, and they will be able to force up here. Yoshi might be a little bit troublesome, but if you look at the economy for Forest Hills, it's not there. They're looking at some shorties. They're looking at some sheriffs. So again, it's going to be one more tough round for them before they're able to buy. And then Skip maybe forcing up here, which is not the play. It's not the play.
Oh, well, here we go. Skip with the hero sheriff. Let's see how many kills he can put down with it, but Here we go again. The B aggression coming out of Greater Altoona, and Bane make quick works of Nug, but Aura with a nice shot onto Silati. Takes him out, but Bane's already inside, and Skip proving Hot Sauce wrong as he takes out Yoshi. Claw manages to take out Aura as well, but the B side has fallen. It will be a 3-on-3 retake. I mean, the resurrection is available, but will you use it here?
Yeah,
There's
I
no
love
gun.
the confidence of Skip as well and finding that nice shot, able to collect a rifle as well. Bane will get one. Skip knows they're there. Nice shot to the dome. Is going to heal up here. As you mentioned, does have the res here. Not much time, well, a decent amount of time on the clock, but if you want that res, you need to do it because you have to push somewhat soon to try and clear these angles. Skip gets it now on a 1v1. Has the intel as well because Claw just got the kill. And Skip with the quadra kill coming up big time for Forest Hills.
I mean, can we just rewind into the beginning of the round? Where
I
Hot
know,
Sauce
I
said,
love it. You know, they're gonna thank me because that's like Caster Curse coming in. They're gonna thank me for that later. And
they're gonna rewatch the VOD. They're gonna like, he doubted me. I proved him wrong.
I love it. I love it, especially coming from the underdog team as well. You couldn't ask for a better play. Skip absolutely trusting in their confidence, and that's why these players know themselves better than we know them, right? As a caster, we can sit on the outside and pretend like we know what we're talking about, but at the end of the day, these players have their own play style. They're phenomenal, and Sage, Skip, they're just showing us just why. You know, maybe I need to shut up.
I mean, we're just speculating, but they're giving us the facts here. And look at that vault. But Bane just so smart. He knows that Skid have done this so many times in a row now. And finally capitalizing on that information. An early man advantage for Greater Altoona. The Cloudburst will block the Heaven position as well. Using that Jet Smoke really nicely as he updraft into spawn. Ooh, he needs to be careful here. The null command will come out as well. Zeta, he knows that Bane is there, but it does not matter. And Bane moves on and takes out Aura as well. What was that? The quick flick onto Aura as he was shooting Zeta. That was insane coming out of Bane.
Yeah, the tour de force not enough as well. And again, they're just padding round after round. Typically, Bind, I feel like, is a little more of a defensive map. I mean, again, it all depends on how well you use utility together and things like that. But still, I mean, a great start here for Greater Altoona.
Man, I gotta say, Bane is huffing that Bane potion right there. He was, I saw the POV. He was shooting Zeta, and then once he take him out, he just flicks on to Aura. It takes him out with a headshot as well. Oh my god, I wish we could have gotten his POV. But here we go again. Greater Altoona working their way back onto the B side, and there's only 2 members trying to defend the lonely B side. Nug, 8 bullets in the chamber. Will he find Zilati? Ooh, aggressive. He managed to tag the toe, but not real any damage as Bane hops in. And he spots the gun barrel. Oh no, but Nug just ducked down below the shot, but Snarf will get the quick trade as well. And now a B side has fallen. Zeta, the neural theft, will give his information, but oh no, Silati! He wasn't paying attention. Zeta, a real chance for Forest Hill, but it's all up to Zeta. A tall task, 1 versus 2. Inside hookah, 1's down below, and Snarf will get the kill.
Yeah, that would have been a huge round for Forest Hills, but you know, Snarf not playing around. Again, the whole team has just been consistently playing well. And Greater Altoona taking another big round here on this attacking side, now 5-2. And again, starting to build that economy. Zlani in a little bit of trouble, but has some teammates that can help him out if need be. You know, really, Greater Altoona at this point has a round or 2 to give. They're in a comfortable position, and they have to be kind of riding that high at the moment.
I mean, Silati using that neural theft there, but he was probably like too focused on side to see, leaving them like open to the flank. Well, here we go. This time, the attacker side will focus their attention onto the A side. The EMP will go down onto the A side as well. He spots out 1. The flashes go down. Strike Force holding down the the lamp position, the U-Haul. Snarf using the para to try to blind out the U-Haul player to push him out, but I'm sure the spike will go down.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, mine has frozen, unfortunately. So hopefully we'll work these technical difficulties out here in a moment. But Unfortunately, it does look like we have a small technical difficulty as we look to get loaded back in the match. But Forest Hills had a couple great rounds there, Mega, where they were fighting back nicely. Greater Altoona kind of seemed to extinguish that flame. So it's going to be important here for Forest Hills to start padding some of these rounds together, especially on the defensive side of things here on Bind.
Man, yeah, I've said this before. If you're on the defender side on Bind, you need to be racking up rounds, because once you get onto the attacker side, that is the oppressive side. It's going to be really hard to hit on the attacker side, but man, Greater Altoona is just making it look easy. And here we go again. Ooh, Skip, a Grim Wall, a cheeky position. Will he catch one here? Will he be gifted with a kill? Yoshi is spammed through the wall, taken out by Aura. The smoke will come down as well. So no more B side hit, as the rest of the Greater Altoona squad will make their way onto the A side. And there is 3 members of Forest Hill defending this A side.
Yeah, Snarf already into heaven. We'll find a nice headshot here on the Nug. Strike Force does get a trade, however. And now they've been spotted out on that rotation, trying to come through CT. Snarf will find one. Now the triple kill, and Snarf again is popping off Skip. Finally able to put Snarf down. Now on a 2v1. They have a little bit of time, but they have to be careful here. Zloty tucked in lamps, now making his way around behind him. Has spotted them on the camera as well. And now pushing again right behind them. Here's the audio cue as well. He's going to step out, find one, now the other, and a big play from Zloty.
Oh my god. Skip, he heard the shot, but he couldn't turn around fast enough. And Zloty, just an assassin, shooting from the back, takes out both players. Like, he knows that they're gonna be looking at short, right? Most often time, once you're planting the spike there, you're gonna be playing short. But Zloty, he knows that. That's why he just walked right behind them as they walk past. And man, just great work from Zloty and the rest of Greater Altoona squad as well. 6-3 on the attacker side. This will be a easy defender side for them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like you still kind of got to clear U-Haul, and a great job by Zloty, though, targeting Reyna first, making sure to not get the planner, allowing that flick to be just a little bit easier. Clutching up big rounds on the attack side. There's Zloty yet again, busting in, finding the headshot on the Skip, who's been on fire. And now, with that, they take control of the site. You can see a couple tucked in elbow, one in CTs. Claw's going to find the headshot on the Aurora. Now a 2-player advantage. Again, just kind of really having their way on this T side.
Ooh, a great double peek coming out of Bane as well, but Nug replies back with Force. Takes out Bane. The tour de force is still in play, but he will be revealed. He needs to be careful. If he walks out a little bit too far, he will surely get spam down. Look at this. Strike Force. Oh, Jiggle Peek spots out Snarf, but really can't do much as the gun differential, as Snarf just takes him out with the Phantom. Nug takes away. Pushes him. Zloty, what was that? He doesn't care. He just runs in, gun blazing. Oh my god. No, he just took away the recon from the Cypher cam, and then Zloty just, all right, it's my time. Full sprint.
Yeah, he just didn't care at all. And it just goes to show you how much confidence they have now at this point, how well they're playing together. Zloty, Snarf, Claw, everybody has been doing very, very well tonight. Now to have 7 rounds on that attacking side in game number 2, potentially series point or series match for them, excuse me. So, again, looking to close it out in the sweeping fashion, looking to head towards that championship game.
Well, you don't fix what's not broken here. Bane walking into the B side again, making sure that no Sage is hiding. You can see Skip once again on the Sheriff as Claw takes out Skip already from the B main position. Bane up top. He spots no one, but it's going to be Zloty and Claw to bust into the side, take control of B side, and leaving only 2 members of Forest Hill left. Oh man, I mean, these Sentinel players and Initiator players, they're playing as duelists right now. They're not waiting for their duelists. They're, you know what? I'll just do your job for you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just really confident in their shot right now, and Claw showing you why as he finds not just the headshot, but the triple. Zloty will get one more, which happens to be a headshot, and that's what we talked about. The crosshair placement of this whole crew throughout the entirety of the night has just been on point, and that's why they're 8-3 right now, even on the attacking side of Bind.
Well, this will be their last chance to get the 4th round in the first half. If they manage to get the 4th round, I do think that it's going to be a little bit better, especially when you get 4 rounds, you lose the pistol, you still have a little bit of a cushion. But if you're going to the second half with only 3 rounds and you lose the pistol round, I mean, that's a done deal. It's going to be really hard to come back from that, Skip. Using that wall to block off any potential push from that A side, but it's thin as paper as the rest of Greater Altoona just sprays it down. And Yoshi, what a great shot. A pixel angle from that wall. Take out Zeta, and now the rest of Greater Altoona will flood into this A side. Aura trying to defend, throws the Leer, finally gets the kill onto Claw, and Nug takes out Zelati as well. But Bane replies it back onto Nug. Aura not done just yet, but finally taken out by Snarf, and Bane is so aggressive with his position. And there you go, 9-3 will be the scoreline yet again for the second map.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the exact same thing go down in map 1, and unfortunately for Forest Hills, they were unable to bring it back. And as we know, this pistol round is going to be that incredibly crucial round if they want to have a chance of bringing this game back. If they lose this pistol round, there is a very good chance that Greater Altoona will be advancing.
And man, let's not forget, they're pushing into a Cypher as well. No matter how bad a Cypher may seem, if you're playing against a Cypher, those trips are going to be so excruciatingly annoying to play against. Like, you're just, you're in the heat of the moment, you're running in, and then, oh, I got hit by the trap, and I got spammed through the smoke. What can I do? They need to be careful of that.
Yoshi pushing quickly out of bathroom here as Aurora will get spotted. Now on the cross, Snarf just on the other side of the smoke. A good spray coming through, but no real damage being done just yet. Over top, and Snarf will find the headshot and the player advantage yet again. And Greater Altoona has been just doing a great job of winning these initial gun battles, giving themselves that player advantage, and it just makes a huge difference for them.
And now the rest of Forest Hill is trying to rotate away from the A side and into the B side. But look, it's going to be Bane waiting inside the B side, and Yoshi already pushed up so far, takes out 2 members. Then the spike is in his position as well. Trailblazer will give him even more information. He spots out a 1 player only. Oh, Zelati, he needs to be careful there.
Last player standing.
As Zelati, never mind, Zelati just takes out Strike and Snarf with the frenzy up close and personal, takes out Nug, and 10-3. Their second pistol win in the second map.
Okay.
Yeah, again, it's just it's been a tough time for Forest Hills. At times they've showed really great presence. They've had some really good rounds. They've lost some really close rounds, but in the end, it's just been Greater Altoona who's been consistently great time and time again, and just kind of showing you why they're the second seed, right? They're 4-1 for a reason. Only 1 team has been able to beat them thus far, so it's kind of to be expected.
Well, an eco round for Forest Hill. Yoshi, he needs to be careful. Skip up close and personal with his trusty sheriff, but it's going to be Nug who gets the trade, and Snarf will take out Aura, but Snarf with the classic, Strike Force with the classic will get the trade as well. Claw managed to find a kill onto Nug as he TPs away. He TPs from B, I think, and to take out the kill. Well, 2 members left for Forest Hill. Only classics to play with.
Last player standing.
Well, Zelati.
Yeah, they do get a trade there as well. But again, now on a 2v1, again, they have the upper hand here. You can see Claw rotating around as well. They have the spike down, and Strike now trying to work his way out of lamps, trying to get some intel to find a pick before he does anything crazy. 45 seconds on the clock, so still a decent amount of time to work with here.
A lot of time, and he does have a Spectre as well. So he could maybe get up close and personal using the Spectre its full potential, but man, it's going to be really difficult. You can see he's already sprinting because he's short on time, and Claw will know. Pop flash ready. Paranoia. Oh, he paranoia onto the right side. A miss opportunity, but Claw flashes himself as well. Oh no, miss flashes on both sides. And there you go. Claw will finally get the kill, but that was comedic. Both teams flashing the absolutely wrong way on both sides.
Yeah, I just, again, a tough break there. Great job by Greater Altoona as well, though. I mean, you can't take anything away from them. They've been playing very, very well, and I'm excited for this grand finale. Unless Forest Hills can pull out a miracle here, I think it's going to be going in the way of Greater Altoona. They've done a great job, but again, some of the buy rounds have been a little bit off, and just some minor mistakes, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we've seen so many close rounds as well from Skip. He buys the hero sheriff, and there's been a lot of close rounds, but they just can't seem to get that final foot through the door. Well, maybe this round they can turn it around as 5 members of Forest Hill work their way to the B side, but it's going to be a really hard take because there's 3 members defending this, and Bane is waiting as well. The Lear will come out, but in a bad position, and the tripwire, that's what I'm talking about, takes out Aura, and he's just waiting inside the cage, and another trip as well. Oh my god, the Cypher is absolutely broken. Please nerf him right now. But oh, what is this? Skip and Nook and Strike fights back. They're not going down without a fight. They take out every single member, leaving Claw alone. In a blink of an eye, every single member falls.
There's one member who can clutch it up. It would be Claw, but certainly no easy task. He does see the better weapon there. Most likely will exchange some fire before he opts to switch over. There's the spray, but Skip's going to find it. Now 4-11 as Forest Hills looks to fight back into this one.
Oh my god, I really thought Greater Altoona had a grip on that round. You can see that Claw and Zilati just takes out 2 members as they walk and hit the trip, but all of a sudden, the fire coming out of Forest Hill is just so good. They hit every single shot, and lightning fast, every single member of Greater Altoona just falls.
Yeah, 18-7 again, just putting in work. We saw it in the first game as well, and now kind of setting up toward that A push. We'll see if they can get something off of this. Snarf has been a juggernaut here. Skip's going to find the first one, though. They will have the player advantage. We'll see if they choose to push quickly here.
Will Bane, another aggressive push coming out of him. Doesn't really get much this round as he gets taken out immediately. Aura finds the head onto Yoshi with that Guardian as well. Snarf, only a classic, can't really do much. You can see that Nook just waiting outside that smoke as well. The spam will come out. Zilati, long range Spectre, and he runs out of bullet at the worst possible time. Claw looking to save this Phantom. Not really much you can do against 4 member. The best you can do here is either save the rifle or do economical damage by killing every single member of the Forest Hill crew.
Yeah, I think he's just going to sit here and look for maybe an exit frag or 2. But again, they have plenty of rounds to give right now, so they just have to be smart, make sure their economy gets on the same page. They only need 2 more to clutch it up. So again, they have plenty of rounds to give. But I mean, hats off to Forest Hills for not giving up, for fighting this one out. They've done a great job. They've got a couple rounds together in a row now, even though Strike Force unfortunately falls there. But you know, they do have some momentum, some confidence in their favor. They certainly need to use it here.
Yep, you're absolutely right. In this game, Valorant is such a snowbally game. Like, once you get like 3 or 4 rounds under the belt, you're just gonna roll with it. It does not matter how far you're down, like 11 down or maybe even match point. It does not matter. Once you get the momentum going, you're just gonna keep rolling. And what is that buy coming out of Bane? Is that an Odin I see? On a jet? Oh god.
I love it.
What is he up to? What is he up to here?
Yeah, you know, and a really slow push here as well. Some of them still in spawn.
I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they're just taking a mental health break. I'm not really sure. But they're just playing really slow here. I do like this. They know that one of their members is maybe not available, AFK maybe. So they're just playing it super slow, waiting patiently. So maybe Greater Altoona is the one that makes a mistake here. They know that maybe it's playing a little bit slow. They push up too far. They get picked off. But no, Greater Altoona just playing super defensively inside their side, not even inching out, just waiting.
Zeta will look to swing here as well. And again, being very patient. They have heard the shots from the Odin ringing out already. And with that, we'll back off here. Looking to possibly rotate here. 3-2 setup right now for Greater Altoona.
Well, they're definitely rotating back, leaving Skip alone, but he will probably hit the TP. There you go. And it's going to be an A side execute as the rest of Forest Hill work their way to the A side. Snarf holding down the side. He gets smoked off immediately, so he can't really contest the site. It's going to be Zilani who opens up the round with 2 kills. Snarf inside the smoke. He peeks out, and what a flick from Snarf on to Nug as well, leaving Strike Force alone. He fights back. There's 4 more members. He takes out Yoshi, but the splash is just simply too much. And Greater Altoona will secure the match point.
So many dirty shots from so many different members of this Greater Altoona team, and that's what makes them so much fun to watch. They really, they got a little bit of everything from the flicks. It's a lot of fun to watch, and we saw it right there on that round.
I mean, I was surprised Snarf was so quick on that flick. He walked out of the smoke immediately, pulls his crosshair onto the head of Nug, and just takes him out immediately.
Yeah, that's frustrating when you're on the other side of that too, right? Like, how did this guy run out of a smoke and bot me? Like, oh, that's frustrating. I've been there many times. So, but you know, again, in a playoff situation like this, you just have to take a deep breath, kind of reset. Your back's now against the wall here for Forest Hills, so it's pretty much do or die at this point. And if Greater Altoona can win this next round, they'll see themselves in that grand finale with that other team yet to be decided.
I mean, this will potentially be the last round, and I want to see their economy. Do they have enough to buy even in this last round? I see Reina or Aura already having a rifle, but does the rest of his teammate have the means to buy as well? If you're going into potentially the last round on like Spectres or maybe Pistol, it's going to be really tough mentally, but it's okay. They have a lot of money. Skip having so much money, it's maxed out at 8K. It's all good. We're going into this round gun blazing.
Yeah, and they have to. I mean, 12-5 at this point, so really just trying to do anything they can to stay alive here. And
you want to play?
Now we see that pressure coming toward the A side as well. They're going to get spotted out here.
I can't use that.
Well, the EMP will give him the information as Skip just fires off a few bullets, but Snarf is so smart. He knows that someone is spamming. That's why he's pushed up. And look at the flank. They're being boxed in. Snarf can't really do much, and it's going to be Forest Hill who fires back, punching their way onto the A side.
Bane's Lottie, though, still alive, and certainly 2 very dangerous members of Greater Altoona. Bane will step out over Sloden, and Zeta will be the one to get the kill. That couldn't have happened better. Just a picture perfect painted right in front of us here, but Aurora will step out. Nice, easy spray on those Lottie, and Forest Hills does exactly what they need to do, and that's win round after round at this point.
That was absolutely beautiful. 2 Odin users just slowly walking in, you know, because it's heavy. They're just chugging it along, and then they just spams each other. That was absolutely
pixel by
poetic.
pixel.
Well, Forest Hill not giving up the fight, but I mean, they're still putting up a great show for us. They're not giving up mentally either. They're just playing every single round absolutely perfect here, and they're trying to replicate that by going to the A side once again. That smoke is so crucial because it stops Snarf from peeking and stopping the push. You can see that Aura's already in. The wall will go out as well. The Seeker will come out, but immediately destroyed, so no use coming out of that Seeker. No command will be deployed, so no utility for the Greater Altoona side.
Yeah, there was a lot of shotties and shorties as well, though, for Greater Altoona. We see Zlotty with the auto there, jumping over. Snarf's going to get lucky with a bucky. Finds one on Skip. Yoshi will get a trade here as Zeta finds one. Strike Force another, and Zlotty doing big damage with that Judge. Now on a 3v2, the 1-player advantage. Nugs has been spotted with the ult as well, and Bane just chopping him down. Is there enough time? I think so.
I think they have enough time, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Greater Altoona will move on to the grand final. They secured their slot, and 13-6. A better showing on the second map for Forest Hill, but unfortunately, I mean, Greater Altoona is just so good today. Like, they made no mistake. Their play, their hits, their execute are so synergized with each other, and I gotta give a shout out to Zilati, man. Zilati and Snarf, both sitting at the top of the scoreboard with 24 frags on Zilati and 19 frags on Snarf. And let's not forget, look at their first blood. Zilati got 3 first blood on a Cypher, and Snarf got 4 first blood on an Omen. They're just doing the duelist job.
Yeah, especially as a Cypher to go 24-9, average combat score 301. Just a great job by Zloty all the way around. Greater Altoona is going to take it 2-0 fashion. So that means they're going to be playing in the grand final on the 3rd, and they're going to be taking on the winners of Penn Trafford versus Greater Johnstown, which hasn't happened just yet, Mango.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to those matchup as well. But man, Greater Altoona is just so confident in their play. I can't see anyone coming close. But hey, maybe Penn Trafford will, because they're 5-0 if I'm not wrong, right? Hot Sauce, they're 5-0. Is that right?
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're definitely undefeated, and I hope they're watching today. I hope Penn Trafford's watching today, because they gotta take notes, man. Greater Altoona is just putting up a phenomenal performance, and congratulations to them. And man, what a great semifinal.
Yeah, and again, as the season comes to the conclusion here on the 3rd, that's when it's going to be that grand finale is, which again, we'll see Greater Altoona in versus possibly Penn Trafford or Greater Johnstown. But I just want to remind everybody that it's going to be hosted again by St. Francis University on December 3rd at St. Francis University in Loretto, PA, and that's going to start at 9 a.m., so a little bit earlier than normal. So we'd love to see everybody there in person. If for some reason you can't make it again, it'll be right here on twitch.tv/theesports. But it's going to be exciting to see how the season comes to a close, if we'll see these number 1 and number 2 seeds duking it off, or if Greater Johnstown will possibly upset Penn Trafford.
Man, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to those games. And guys, do not forget, TechCon is also available for this year as well, 2023. There's going to be a lot of fun activities for you guys, competitive game, VR game, musics, and a lot of more things. And not to mention the live esport action as well. So don't forget, if you guys want to check it out, please head to the link down below. It's going to be theesportcompany.com. And yeah, we'll hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, it's always a great time with you, Mango. You're an absolute legend, guys. We want to remind everybody to follow the channel as well. Just bringing you not just Valorant, but Rocket League and Overwatch to the playoffs and the finale throughout the rest of the season here, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we hope that everybody has a great week.